Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. So today is the 21st of October.
Hello, everyone.
Oops,
Thank you
gotta
very
turn
much
off
for
my
watching
Facebook here. It's on
today.
delay. There we go. So you heard my Facebook coming back at you. So today, on this Friday, the 21st of October, I didn't get to this video early enough because it's a busy day. Things are busy. So, but today, I didn't want to take up too much of your time, but I probably will. I do that sometimes. But the ultimate question, what do you want and why do you want it? I'm going to just go into one thing. When I coach agents, when I talk to agents, and especially my new agents, that one of the questions I ask outside of why you got into real estate and why do you want to sell real estate, I get into the question of money. So today I'm going to talk about what do you want and why do you want it in the money sense of things. So when I ask agents, how much money do you want to make in real estate? Normally, there's two responses. Normally, one is I want to make a six-figure income. And if not, if they don't say that, usually the next thing is, I want to make as much as possible. Those two things. So in many different videos that I've seen, coaches, self-help books, millionaire mindset and different books like that about money and success. There's a different mentality when someone wants to earn a certain amount of money. There is, I'll put it this way, a poor mentality, not of the poor, but a poor mentality and kind of I'll just say this people that have a mentality like a richer mentality or a better mentality about money. And usually those are the people with money. And the amount of money is relative. I'm not talking someone who has multi-millions of dollars. I mean, it's just the people that have a different mentality. And I'll explain why. It's not about the dollar amount, because there's some rich people that make $100,000 a year, and I'll explain why. And there's some really poor people that make $300,000 house, poor as in a poor mentality. So the poor mentality about money and how much money you want to make is the people that are just making money to pay off the negative things in their life. They're just making enough to pay for the rent, the mortgage, the car payment, the insurance, the eating, and just the basic things, which a lot of our country is like that. Like they say, most of our country is one paycheck away from being in a very bad financial place, or sometimes people say homeless. They're one paycheck away from, if they don't get that paycheck, something bad's going to happen. If you are in that scenario, if you're one paycheck, if you can't get paid one time, definitely, then you're in this mentality, even if you know it or not, you're in this mentality. And if you all of a sudden made more money, a little bit more money, like, okay, I want to make an extra $20,000 next year, and that money was going to be used right off the bat, pay off credit cards, which is a good thing, just pushing you just a little bit ahead of stuff, the negative things. Like, okay, I could pay off my credit card. I could pay my catch up on my car payments. I'm behind on my student loans, just to get you a little bit ahead of the bill collectors. You're still in that mentality that I just need more money to stay ahead of the negative things in my life. Now, the people with good or richer type mentality, they don't look at money that way. Obviously, you're going to say because they make the money that way. Again, that's why I use the example. There's people that are making $300,000 and they still think the other way. I mean, here, not to go into detail, but There could be people in other parts of the country that $300,000 is barely, I read articles about that. Like, I make $300,000 a year and I'm one paycheck away from losing everything because their house is too much money. Or in their area they live in, their car payments, whatever. Their expenses, it's all relative, is higher. They're just making $300,000, barely just paying off the negative things coming after them. So hopefully that made some sense. Now back into the richer sense of it, the people that build wealth, the people that are more secure about their financial things are the people if they making the money to pay all that stuff, then they want to make more money, or they're already doing this now, to save, to take vacations, to give to their families, to treat other people, to do things with it, to retire someday, put it in savings, and help their kids through college, maybe saving up money to give their grandkids someday. The more money they make is not, they're thinking, I want to be more successful so I could do more positive things, not just pay bills, not just push myself ahead of all the negative things, because they're already in a mentality that they're making and they're successful enough where they don't have to worry, and they're not focused. I'm working harder today. So a lot of people, especially new agents in the business, are working hard so they could get ahead of the negative bills. Where the people that are in a successful or getting to the next level, they made it to that level. They're not thinking, I got to work so hard today because I got to stay ahead. Got to keep my head above water. It's so hard to take that mentality when you're thinking that every day to go to the next step. The next step of, I want to make double my income this year, or make an extra $50,000 a year because I want to help my kids pay off something, or pay their credit cards, or take someone on a vacation with you, or give them a good gift for Christmas. There's people out there. I know there's a lot of people out there that right now they're getting stressed. They're like, oh my gosh, I got to start saving money now because the holidays are coming up. And I got to work hard now. There's people right now working extra hours because in November, I got to work that second job or extra hours so I could have that extra money so I could give to people. Again, they're just staying ahead. So when you ask yourself, what do I want and why do I want it? Figure out, do I want it because I just want to stay ahead of the negative things because it'll make my life easier? Or do I want it because I just can do better? I could save more. I could look forward to retirement. I could give things to people. And I could enjoy life. Because sometimes the main point of this video that I'm trying to express is that sometimes people stop. Because as soon as they got their bills paid and they feel a little freedom with the bills, like, oh, I've got a little money in the bank and I'm not one paycheck away from not making my rent payment or car payment. Everything's paid. There's many people out there like, oh my God, everything's paid at the beginning of the month I paid off my credit card and my car payment's paid, my rent's paid. I don't have to wait to 5 days. I could pay everything on the first. But some people without that mentality of wanting to do more, they're just hoping that they have just enough. And then they consciously or unconsciously don't want any more. Even they'll say, hey, I would like, hey, I'm throwing out a number. I make $75,000 a year. I could pay everything off, keep a little savings, and I'm good. And they never make the next step because they're not in the mentality like, I want more. I want to give more to people. I want to save more. I want to save up just in case something serious happens at my house or in life or health where I can't work. You have, so when you ask yourself, what do you want? Why do you want it? Just because everybody says, I want to make a six-figure income, doesn't mean that they're going to get there, because they don't know why they want to make six figures. Why do you want it? Because you want more, or do you want to just barely get by? Hopefully that made some sense to that, because the money thing comes up all the time, because that's why we work, for money. But it's all relative, and it's why. What do you want? Why do you want it? And usually the people that, I'm just saying this, and I don't wish this on anybody, but usually the people go, I need to pay off stuff. I got so many bills, I need to pay off stuff. I worry about them, because that's all they're working for, to pay off stuff. And they need to stay barely ahead. They need to keep their head. So they're just always treading water and just barely working just to stay just above where they need to be. And they never get out of the water, so to say. I'm just throwing that out of my that analogy. And if this person that says to me, why do you want to make this amount of money? And they don't start with, I want to pay off stuff. They go, because I want to put more into retirement. I want to be able to take vacations. I want to be able to give my kids, help them pay for college, a wedding, whatever. It's always the positive things. Usually those people are already in a mindset that they're going to make, no matter what they do, they're going to pay their bills. They're not even questioning it. They know that whatever work they put into, whatever they put their mind into, and especially in this real estate business, they're going to do well enough. They don't even question, I just want to pay my bills, because I know I'm going to pay my bills. I'm working hard enough. I'm doing the right things. I'm going to definitely 100%. They don't even say it. It's just going to happen. They're already wired that way. And those are the people that are more often get to that next level. So hopefully that gave you some things to think about. I know it's all over the place, really, because this is just a topic that I hit occasionally, and I don't have any specific notes. I just say whatever's on my mind about this. So if you ever watch another video of mine, if you look back at this topic a couple years ago, it'll probably be very similar, but sound a lot different. So, but again, if you want to talk and go into specifics and brainstorm about this topic, I love it. I do it every time with a brand new agent, because why they got into real estate, how much money they want to make, kind of back end, and what the things they have to do to earn that money. So I love, this is one of my favorite topics to talk about. Well, they all are. That's why I'm talking about. So, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching on this Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.